Hey, good afternoon here. Our van is finally dropped off here last night, so I did a video in the dark, except I thought I'd do one in the daytime too. And it's a little beat up. Finally got, and so the first thing I noticed was this right here, the spot right here, which means there's a leak. I think what happened was, the previous owner, she's a young girl, and I think what happened was, maybe she hit something, like a meridian, because it seems to be a leak under there, I think. And I think it had something to do with the tire too, because there's no hubcap either. And there's no circle thing. There's no cap here. But anyway, I can get that figured out. Yeah. So, and every time I open up this door, that thing goes. So I don't know. This is actually one of the reasons why I wanted this van, is because it has these stone ghost seats here, and as you can tell, I dropped them down from last night. And then, but overall, once I get all this stuff cleaned out of here, I gotta drop a box in and just throw all this garbage, all this stuff in here. And it's beat up, but relatively, the seats are in good shape. Just need some clean. But the one thing I did notice was this right here. I don't know what that's for. I think, yeah, no, I don't, this doesn't really close either, so I gotta figure that out. And then I gotta figure this out as well. This new windshield, roof liner's pretty good. There's nothing really fancy about it. It's got remote locks, stone glow seats, and the other thing is, what I want to do is I want to put a couple of it's got a 12 volt right there. Cool. I want to put a couple 12 volt batteries in here, lead acid batteries, because I want to do a battery relocation, because I want to take a battery from there and put it in the back. But at the same time, I'm gonna leave these seats up, so this is where I'm gonna have a lot of electronics. There's gonna be two RV 27 series batteries, and then that's sunglasses. Yeah, that's from last night. And don't worry, I didn't drink and drive. I don't do that. It's just, I didn't want to drive the van in case they're like, well, no, you kind of have to drive the van. I didn't want to drive the van last night. And so I was like, okay, well, when I called her, I'm like, well, I'm actually lit right now. I can't actually drive. She's like, oh, okay, no problem. So, yeah, long story short. And anyway, that's actually what I noticed. There's a jack there, and you got these right here, which means they had to change out the tire, which coincides with the radiator. So, plan of attack, clean all this stuff up first. Bring in my tools and parts that I already have for the van. I'm going to drop that in here, get them out of the house, and then I'm going to run an extension cord from there to inside here. I just got to figure out where I'm going to do it at. That's the killer. I think what I'm going to have to do is drill a hole back here and run an extension cord from underneath, because I don't want it opening up the thing there. But this has, I think if all these are speakers, I think this is going to be a really nice sound system. That speaker here, 2, 4, I think that's a subwoofer. 5, 2, 4, 6, 8. But I know But anyway, getting off topic here. So I gotta do a clean up the van. And yeah. But this has a lot of cool features. Like it's got a place to hang. Yeah, so. But this is, I actually need a work van. I need a work vehicle. So it doesn't have to look pretty. It just got to get me from point A to point B. So the radiator, I have to get that looked at. And then I have to order some more gaskets for the valve covers and see if that's where the leak is coming from. But I also have the lower intake valve cover that I need to, I ordered that. So I'm going to replace that. It's super easy. And then I have to assess the battery, take it out, and put it on charge. I got a Viewer battery charger that I'm going to be plugging that up. So at least I know the battery works. But the main thing is, that bothers me the most, is I was online. Oh, hey. Yeah, I need one of those too. The one thing I actually had a huge ass discussion last night with a few members on Facebook, and they said you're not supposed to have lead acid batteries inside your van, or inside any vehicle for that matter. But they've been doing it for years. What's the difference? You know, when you do a battery relocate, you put it in the trunk, you put it in a box, and you vent it through the floor. How hard is that? And then they're like, well, just buy a lithium battery. I was like, I don't want to buy lithium because I cannot walk into Napa, order a lithium battery. I can't go into Bumper to Bumper and order a lithium battery. I'm not going to order a lithium battery and wait 5 days or whatever for it to be delivered. Yeah, I'm sure it's superior technology, but at the same time, it's not worth it. Like, for everybody out there that does these camper conversions and whatnot, that's fine for you, but leave me the hell out of that conversation. Like, I'm not even kidding you. I'm not putting lithium batteries in this van. Like, yeah, maybe later on down the road, but just not today. I have 2 perfectly good batteries inside the camper there that I'm going to use for this application right here. And because it's a work van, I'm going to have my tools and a whole bunch of fun stuff in here. So, yeah. So, like, she wasn't kidding. I was like, yeah, okay, that's fine. But yeah, so, yeah. Speaker. There's like speakers all over this place. This is gonna be so much fun. Yeah, so the selling point was this the Stone Glow seats. So yeah, so here's the van, day 1. And yeah, actually those are manual. Oh, that is so nice. And then the other thing is, I'm gonna do oh, look at that. I didn't know. See, you can put crayons anywhere. Hey, I'm actually gonna need those. Yeah. So if your if you can't open up your van door, look down here. Like this is insane. This is awesome. I got some Crayolas. Yeah. Green. I'm actually gonna need these. Reason for that is when I do bolts and stuff like that. Ow. Jesus. Okay, come on. Anyway, I'll worry about that later. And I lost my car. All in all, it's a nice looking van. Yeah. And the tires are nice. Like, these will pass inspection in a freaking heartbeat. That's for sure. Like, all the tires are they're in really good shape. Look at that. Like, all I need is a windshield. And usually I need tires and a windshield. But this is the other reason I wanted this van is because of the tires. So there should be. So I'm gonna skedaddle and bring out a box and do a detail of this somewhat. Get all this stuff out of here. All right, well, there should be. Bye.